Alright, I'm SeaWorldGirl, and welcome back to LocoRoco. We should very easily be able to finish today. I don't think my... hello? Yes? Excuse you? Yes. Hello. Would you sit? Oh no, you can't play with those. Uh-oh. Parker's watching LocoRoco. Dangerous. Very dangerous. Oh, hey, it did auto-tweet this time. Oh, whatever. I'm already in the middle of tweeting, so just give me a second here. Parker likes this game. He loves anything that moves a lot. He also really liked, he liked, get down. Hey, Mr. Rosen. Hi, Parker. That's right. Say hi. Can you say hi? Hello? Alright, let's get started. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, we just have a couple levels left, so I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play the levels. I played a few levels off screen, and I think it was just like a world's worth, so I think I'll just go back and play those. So, I think do we have another Chapo War? Ah, yeah, good. I think Chapo War is pretty rare in the first game, but it has some really good chill music. Hello, Parky. Yes, hello. What do you want? No. He does this thing sometimes where he's meowing and then he yawns, and he doesn't stop meowing through the duration of a yawn. So he goes, oh! Very high quality cat noise. Hello. Thank you for obscuring the screen. Welcome to Sir Tap Taps. How can you interrupt my experience today? There we go. Excuse. You tickle a lot. Do you realize this? I guess cats probably don't understand what tickling is because they're already covered in fur. Hey, Kyria, by the way. Were you late last time? It's fine. You can always scrub backwards if you miss something important on... I really like the DVR feature on YouTube. Really the one major streaming thing YouTube's missing is just that chat replay. They're working on it, allegedly. They're also working on sponsorships. Which, you know, it's what Twitch calls subscriptions, because YouTube already calls subscriptions a different thing. Oh no. Look at his face. His face says, oh no, too. Ah, frick. Hey, stick bots. Ugh, your tail tickles, Parker. Don't do that. He has the frickin' tickliest tail. There's something about his tail that is extra tickly. Even more so than the rest of him. I don't know if there's like extra allergens in there. Or what it is exactly. There we go. Oh, you finished Ebsu? Oh, cool. I haven't started that yet. I think I'm gonna really enjoy that game, but I started on PC, and I was having frame rate issues, and I was just like, I was not in the mood to deal with that. I got a freaking GTX 1060. Like, all of the reviews are saying, oh yeah, if you play games in 1080p, it's gonna be fine for everything, it's gonna work great, and everything's gonna be 60 frames per second, dude. It's like, no. No, it isn't. Whatever. It's not my processor either. I got a... it's a couple years old, but Intel i7 4770K. Whatever that is. It's like the best thing they had 2 or 3 years ago, and it's not significantly worse than what they're best right now. Cause like, yeah, Intel's processors have gotten really slow in terms of improving. It kind of sucks. On the other hand, I don't have to upgrade as often. It's kind of, I mean, I don't have to upgrade for crappy reasons, but still. She's, yeah. Parker does that sometimes. Sometimes he just like whispers. He goes, "Rah, rah." And if I whisper to him, he'll do a whisper too. I'm talking like a Rick and Morty character. He's gonna do the thing. Rick. It's really short. I heard it was like 2 hours. 57 minutes, really? Huh. And that was a thing where I wasn't sure if I should play it myself first or I should do like a first impression sort of thing for a video. If it's that short, I guess I'll probably just do a first impression thing, I get. Well, I don't know, that could go either way, because then also I could finish it pretty quick and then go back and, you know, give my thoughts. I don't know. I was just not dealing with the frame rate thing. I think next time I'm going to get the equivalent of the GTX 1080. I will obviously wait for the next refresh. Or two. Because I just freaking got a GTX 1060 this year, and it's not enough to just not have problems at 1080p. Which is all I freaking wanted, was not problems at 1080p 60 FPS. Which is like, that's console peasant race. Wow. 1080p 60 FPS. Like, that's not even 4K. I run at 4K. I only get about 7 frames per second, but it's so good. Thanks, first impression video finishes it. I have done that on occasion. Oh, I see your secrets. I see your secrets. Hold on. There's secrets here. Ah, frickin'. Let's get in here. There we go. Up, up, up. Yeah. I refuse. I refuse to shrink. This is fine. There we go. Told you I could do it. Whoa. There's some physics happening here. You know how much I love physics. Oh yeah, look at those physics. It's like, no, get out of here, punk. Just get out. You're not supposed to be here, punk. It's a little strange. Oh, I see you, Ona. Kona, whatever they are. Oh, how do I get in? PS4. Oh yeah, I have PS Plus, so yeah, I do have it on PS4. I think I'll probably play it on PS4. It's actually easier for me to record things on PS4. Once you have a capture card, capturing things on console suddenly actually becomes easier than recording on PC, because some games don't record nicely, some games have performance issues. I missed like half the level, how did that happen? I'm not going for an 100% run like I said before, but it still upsets me. I remember looking for all of the things. What's wrong with Bon Muncho? He's obviously a good guy and he's our friend. Why else would he be in the picture? Do not offend Bon Mocho. But yeah, I think, yeah, it's free on PS Plus. I think it was pretty much the headliner for this month or whatever. I think I did that thing where I thought I was going the sneaky side way, but I went the main way and missed all of the secret stuff. That happens a lot. Hello? You were just on the desk. Why did you get off the desk if you were just gonna get back on the desk? Make up your mind. Make it up. Oh yes. It's time to get squishy and or sticky. Hey Pepsi Man. I don't entirely like how that cuts off like a bit of a line. I'm not sure if I can fix that. If it's gonna be like always consistent or not. If I mess with the CSS, I mean the chat thing I'm talking about. If I mess with the CSS, maybe I could get that to be super consistent. But whatever, I'm not messing with it right now. My desire to stream is largely contingent on it not being a huge pain in my butt. Uh-oh. Oh god. Mistakes are made. Oh, we're fine. Never mind. Meant to do that. I'm just showing my pro skills. This is like AGDQ 2014. Uh-oh. I think I just freaking point of no return to myself. Yeah, I did. Good. Meant to do that as well. I love the like jiggly physics. This game has so much jiggle physics. You all know how much I enjoy jiggle physics. This is obviously my favorite game. It's basically 2D Center and Kagura. Oh, get up there! Get up there! There's obviously secrets here. There we go. There we go. Like I said, you can tell when there's secrets. Hey, Capitalist. And Skelgon, by the way. Hadoken? I don't know which scream you're talking about. I haven't heard any Hadokens in this game. Or any... Or whatever the heck. I could never tell what on earth that is supposed to be. I don't know. There's a lot of syllables. Hello, are you getting down again? He's so indecisive. Cats have no idea what they want. Oops, my chat is a little bit... There we go. Have you heard about Project Rap Rabbit? Yeah, it's a Kickstarter for $1 million. It's... I don't know. I guess it's what I should have expected. You know, and you know... Going back to roots for famous developer for a game that you haven't heard of for a while that probably didn't do super great. Obviously gonna be a Kickstarter, right? But I don't know. Something bugs me about the main character in that game. I don't know. If you haven't seen any... Sorry, that was loud. Project Rap. I like the art style, but something about the main character himself bothers me. I think it's the hair. Sorry, I'm bringing up an image here. Here we go. Save that. Boop it over here. Whoa, that's large. I don't know. Something about his like whole facial region here bugs me. I think maybe it's the hair. Like his hair is the same color as his other hair, which I guess for an animal makes sense. But my expectations of a cartoon animal is for the hair, the head hair, to be like human hair, where it's something different. And I don't know, it's just weird. Also the face and the eyes and the mouth are a little, I don't know. I usually like buns. Buns are usually very good. But I don't know about that particular bun. Looks like a hippie. I think that's probably the intent. I mean, this is from the devs of Parappa the Rappa, and who else was working on it? Oops, I have not read the Kickstarter or followed it too closely. I don't really do the Kickstarterinos. I'm pretty... Oh! Hey, Moi Moi. He has party popper hair, I guess. Hey, son. But yeah, it's one of those things where I'll play it when it's out. I'm very particular about my Kickstarter stuff. Pixel Princess Blitz I wanted to support because that is not like... That's not the standard stuff you see on Kickstarter. The dev seems really cool. Game concept seems really cool. The art style is really great. Let me... So you know what I'm talking about here. You can just Google it, obviously. Pixel Princess Blitz. Well, let's get an actual... There's so much good art for this, but there's like... There's this, which is like the key art. That's a bit large. There you go. It's like has this... it has all of these elements and things going on. Oh, is this a GIF? That's not a GIF. But the sprite art is super cute. It's got... I'm not usually a huge fan of chibis in games, but when they're done really well, like hand-drawn... I think chibis need to be 2D in games for them to work right. But the frickin' sprite art is extremely good. They've been doing some updates. They met their Kickstarter goal. It just looks really good. It's frickin'... Obviously, it's gonna be, you know, the next Call of Duty. Because, look at this. Oops. Not that one. Not that one. There we go. Visceral Combat. AAA frickin' best game of the year. Better than Call of Duty. The combat is visceral. Speaking of visceral, I'm so upset that they're making frickin' the third Call of Duty a year sort of thing. They should be making Dead Space. I'm sorry, I've been in a Dead Space mood and I'm upset. Oh yeah, there's a freaking Project Rap Rabbit has a stretch goal for 5 million for the Switch. And this is the sort of thing that you know they're gonna do just so they get more press. Because Switch is the console that you... It's kind of like the PS4, like, 3, 4, I guess, years ago now. It's the console that you include to get a second news cycle out of your thing. You announce your Switch port a little bit later. You're like, yeah, Switch, it's got HD Rumble. When you feel up, a bum in an alley, you can really feel All of the pieces. You can feel all of the pieces, my friends. I still don't. HD Rumble sounds ridiculous and dumb. I don't. There are things about Switch that I don't particularly care for, and HD Rumble is one of them. Yeah, I'm glad that frickin' 1-2 Switch seems to have completely bombed, because it presents a very dark future for the Switch, which seems to not be the case. Switch just seems to be for games, which is what I was hoping for. But COD is an insult. I was the only one to notice she had black shoes in that picture, but red shoes under sprite. Yeah, she usually has red shoes in the key art. I think she's got her shoes off. I think those are socks. But yeah, hopefully they'll do a, you know, Dead Space, like, I don't know, reboot or whatever. I don't even completely hate Dead Space 3, but Dead Space 3 is completely, like, infuriating because it's like, it did not have to be that bad. It was so close to being good. It had so many good elements. But it kind of screwed up at every level despite that. It's a complicated game, and it would take a lot to talk about, and I don't really want to talk about it now. I was thinking about doing some Dead Space. I think I talked about that last stream or something. I might replay Dead Space 1. Though I'm not sure I'm gonna play that, because the PS1 or the PS1 port of Dead Space. That I would play the hell out of. PS1 Dead Space, hell frickin' yeah. No, the PC port. Oh god, I've made a huge mistake. The PC port has, when you use a mouse, it's emulating a joystick, and it has dead zones. So when you're using a mouse, you have dead zones, which is not like a thing. Like mice don't know. But also when you play a controller on PC, it is also still bad. And I don't really want to play it on frickin' PS3, which is how I played it originally. And I mean, it plays great on PS3. Mistakes were made. Crap. Yeah, there's probably a mod to fix it, but like, I just immediately stopped playing after I noticed how bad it was, even on controller on PC. It's just so bad. I don't know how these things happen. The Dead Space 3, for what it's worth, does work fine on PC and does work with controllers. It's just Dead Space 1, I think, that's screwed. I'm not sure about Dead Space 2. I only played that on PS3. I don't think I have that one on PC. I think if they made a new Dead Space game, I think they would do it right. EA gets a lot of crap, but they seem to have mostly realized how they've screwed up in the late Gen 7 era. So I think if they did a new Dead Space, they would do kind of what Resident Evil did. They'd be like, oh hey, let's make the game that people didn't hate, you know? I don't think that would be a big problem. The big problem... wait, no, it's Activision, not EA. Wait, is it? Wait, I'm confused. It's EA. Wait, no, Visceral does Battlefield, not Call of Duty, right? Or who does? I don't even know. Call of Duty is so completely out of my, like, I don't even have a concept of who makes. I know, Infinite Ward, and that's about it. Is Visceral Games? I don't remember. Oh yeah, I know it's Dead Space's EA because I had to install Origin for Dead Space 3. Completely worth it, right? No mods. No mods. The fix one on. I don't know if that means. I don't know if that was a typo and you meant that they mods fix Dead Space 1 or that they don't fix Dead Space 1. That seems like the sort of things that would be fixable. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I point of no return to myself. This happens often in this game. You kind of have to play things a few times to get all this stuff. Kind of the point, I guess. But. Treyarch, Infinite Ward, Sledgehammer. Right, it's Call of Duty, or not Call, the opposite of Call of Duty. Battlefield, that's Visceral Games, right? It still upsets me, and they're basically the same thing as far as I care. But, yeah, one's EA and one's Activision. Treyarch, Infinite Ward, Sledgehammer. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Visceral Games started doing... I don't remember who makes the original Battlefield, but Visceral Games made that stupid cop one. What a freaking demotion. I figure eventually they will make another Dead Space. It'll probably be a reboot. Which it could use, honestly. The Brethren Moons thing. Without getting too spoilery, the Brethren Moons thing, they're kind of gonna have to do a reboot, right? That was stupid. That's what's most infuriating about Dead Space 3. Most of the stuff they did wrong was freaking stupid. Like, it should have been obvious that it was a problem. Like the freaking love triangle crap. I get what they were trying to do with the whole Lovecraftian horror stuff, but it doesn't work. It's... Nah, the necromorphs were already scary enough. You can't make the necromorphs just completely impossible to stop, because then it stops being survival horror. I don't think cosmic horror really meshes in with what Dead Space was. That's my problem with... If everything is screwed and there's no hope, it's not survival horror anymore. Like, it's called survival horror because you want to survive. If you know that your species is doomed, it's like, hey, nothing matters, so why care? You know, you get nihilist about it. Nihilist, man. Say what you want about the tenets of National Socialism, but at least it's an ethos. Never played Dead Space? Oh, Dead Space is freaking fantastic. It is a horror game, but it does not play like a horror game. Well, not entirely. It's kind of weird. It's a little bit more action than usual, and some people criticize it for that. And it does lose some degree of tension because, I mean, the combat is so fun. That's the biggest problem with Dead Space 1 and 2, which is a good problem to have in my opinion. It's too fun, and so combat is pretty enjoyable, which is usually a bit of a mixed blessing at best in a horror game, right? Because you wanna run and stuff. There's still plenty of reason to run in Dead Space, but combat is so freaking good. I could talk a lot about Dead Space, but that's kind of why I wanted to stream Dead Space. I have a lot of things I want to say, and I'm not sure if a LocoRoco stream is the best time for that. Oh, I'm tickled. It's jumpy, but you can still kill stuff. Yeah, though I think the best horror games you can kill stuff in. I never liked the hide and go seek. Oh my gosh, I never liked the hide and go seek horror, which is what I call like amnesia and stuff. I liked Soma. I like Yomawari. I think after Yomawari, well, actually we're getting a second Yomawari, so I better not say that. But Yomawari, I think, is kind of like the peak of what you can do with that. Like, it's not too frustrating. It does make you feel that powerless thing, but not like in a frustrating way. Uh-oh, they move. Hey, moi moi. Oh yeah, Dice. Dice is the one that usually does Battlefield. Yeah, Visceral was freaking great. And I mean, they're probably still great for what they do. I mean, I think Battlefield Hardline was just like not gonna be amazing. Like, it was obviously the filler for like, they were revving up for doing the nearly annual Call of Duty style thing. And they picked a very bad time to pick the weird cop theme. But none of that's EA's fault, that's not Visceral's fault. Hey, Fox fan. Yeah, Dead Space is so freaking good. I think even if you don't normally enjoy horror games, well, I mean, there's scary stuff, but if you don't normally enjoy the combat of horror games, it plays more like a third-person shooter. But it has its own twist. That's one of the things that Dead Space 3 did wrong. It has enemies that function exactly like Dead Space, or that function exactly like third-person shooter enemies, and you shoot them in the head. That's not supposed to be a thing in Dead Space. Dead Space is all about the dismemberment, and it means that reaction times and aiming are so much more important in Dead Space. Because you're not always aiming for the freaking head. You're aiming for, like, the tentacle that's flailing all around as it's trying to freaking stick you in the face. And you gotta make snap decisions. You have weapons that cut, right? So you have these, It's hard to explain without the game on the screen, but Dead Space is freaking masterful. So you beating the game today? Yes. This is the second to last level, so I would have to be really bad at video games to not finish this. I'm gonna try to finish all of the levels that I didn't finish on stream too. Because I played about a world's worth, I think, that wasn't on stream. Just enjoying the game, so it'll be a little bit out of order for those watching at home, but it's fine. The order doesn't really, it's not like you know, got spoilers. Excuse me. Excuse me. There you go. Man, now that I was initially not super missing LocoRoco 2's like features, like I just knew that I wanted LocoRoco 2, but now that I've been thinking about LocoRoco 2, I keep wanting to get like those drops from hitting the enemies and stuff. LocoRoco 2 does a very effective job at encouraging the replay. Because you get drops from enemies, and I mean, it's a bit grindy, but it's one of those more enjoyable grinds. Hey, Sick, not Stick. Stick the Hedgehog. It's probably a thing too. Anything the Hedgehog is a thing. Usually don't pop into the stream, so it's surprising to see you. You should have shown up for the Sega Hard Girl stream, which I never finished that, by the way. I'll finish that someday. Oh god, jump. Okay. If you get caught on that thing, you just have to jump. You're safe. This reminds me, the first time I played Tomb Raider, it was the Dreamcast one. And like ropes had physics, and my tiny brain could not comprehend video games having like reasonable physics, and I was like so upset. Like, how does this work? Plus, that game is freaking hard as hell, even without, you know, rope physics. It's like, it's a lot of things going on at once. I don't particularly enjoy Tomb Raider, honestly. I never really got into it. I never really tried to play too much. But the Dreamcast one I found hard to play, and I never felt very compelled to play the rest. Which is funny, because I super love, like, the awkward, so to speak, gameplay of, you know, tank-controlled PS1 horror games. But I just find the tank controls are fine with horror games. Like, it just gives you that feeling of being an everyday Joe who is totally not supposed to be fighting these, like, horrible horrors. And, you know, it's freaking awkward. You don't know how to use a goddamn gun. You're freaking Harry Mason. You don't even know which side of a gun shoots things. You know? It just works. Stick. Chat lag is worse than last time. Yeah, it's chat lag, I think... Yeah, the actual stream lag is only about 10 seconds, but chat lag varies from like under a second to 10 seconds additional. I talked with their peoples. I mentioned this last time, I think, but YouTube Gaming actually does have like people who like meet people who say things and you can interact with. And they said they were kind of working on it. Working on the chat issues and stuff. And they wouldn't commit exactly to having chat replay, but they said, we have heard requests for that feature and we are listening to things. So hopefully. Did you see G1's top 100 RPG list? Skyrim is #1? How dare they? How dare they? I mean, I don't think that list can be considered valid. I'm sorry, you can have opinions all you want, but if you put Skyrim above Morrowind for anything other than, you know, combat or quote-unquote gameplay, which I would still disagree with, by the way, you got problems. Unless you're talking modability. I guess if you're all into the mods, I can see enjoying Skyrim more than Morrowind. But if you're playing the base game, I would say Morrowind is still the best of its kind, period. I mean, maybe you're more into the Fallout sort of thing and maybe like New Vegas more, but I don't really think Morrowind has been topped or even really properly approached. That's another game. I don't think I would ever be... I have no idea how I would, like, stream or play that for YouTube, but Morrowind's one of my favorite games of all time. Wait, is there a secret? No, I don't think there is up here. Usually if there's a break a wall, it's suspiciously flat. So I don't think there's anything. Fragile Dreams is the better RPG than Skyrim. I don't know what that is. See that one thing I said earlier? Also, the creators of LocoRoco and Patapon games made Shadow of Colossus. Wait, really? I thought that was just... Was it actually Team Ico, or was it just Sony Japan? 'Cause I know they're both published by Sony Japan. I'm not sure if anyone was actually involved. Were they? I don't really tend to follow non-indie developers of like who does what. I just know the more famous ones, I guess. Which Team Ico obviously is one, but... Yeah, I'm really glad to see this freaking Sony Japan stuff make a comeback. We've got, the freaking, the Trico game, what's it called? The Last Guardian. We got The Last Guardian, we got Gravity Rush 2, we got these remasters coming back. I hope Sony's finally realized that, like, hey, good games are good, we should, you know, put them on our things. The PS3 was an odd time when they're like... I mean, there's some interesting stuff by Sony Japan for the PS3, but it's mostly small stuff like Tokyo Jungle. Oh no! Yeah, Tokyo Jungle and The Last Guy, which I'm not sure anybody remembers but me. But I have that game. It's pretty neat. It's really weird, but it's weird in a good way. Good games are good. I think a lot of people forget that. It's unfortunate. Oh, it's an obscure Wii game? I hadn't heard of it. But frickin' Morrowind, man. Frickin'... I think it's pretty generally agreed upon that it's just one of the best RPGs of that, you know, computer RPGs of all time. I really don't think much stands up to it. I suppose it could be a degree of nostalgia, but for its time, and I think even now, it was just completely fantastic. And I really wish that any of the like 15 million Morrowind remaster or like Morrowind in Skyrim or Oblivion engine things would happen. But I don't think they will happen. Though at least Bethesda probably wouldn't shut them down like Nintendo shut down AM2R. Freaking sucked. If you want to see AM2R, by the way, I made a video of that. It's not as hard to find as you might fear, by the way, either. If you just Google AM2R, I'm pretty sure you find what you're looking for. I always wanted to remaster Daxter or Gitaru Man. I assume freaking Gitaru Man, or not Gitaru Man, Jack and Daxter will get remasters at some point, right? Because they're doing the other Naughty Dog stuff. Morrowind sucked if you want to be a vampire, though. How dare you put puns in my chat. FD supposedly is 7+ human drama. It's hardcore RPGs. Atmosphere and characters. Huh. Sounds interesting. Well, speaking of survival horror and drama, frickin' Fatal Frame. What happened to the respect for that series? Fatal Frame 2 is fantastic. I would say frickin' PS2 was amazing for survival horror, and the PS1 to an extent as well. But Fatal Frame 2, amazing. I really need to finish Fatal Frame 3. I never completely finished Fatal Frame 1 either, but I don't think it's... I don't know, it's just different. Oh, I think this is the level with the awesome music. I mean, they're all levels with the awesome music, but I think it's the music. It's not a reference to Ratchet & Clank movie. Oh, in the Ratchet & Clank movie they referenced it? It could just be, you know, a fun callback. Are you guys ready to have your freaking minds blown? Oh. But you're friendly guy. Nobody with a Hitler mustache could be a bad guy. Oh. Is that hand familiar? Have you ever played Dragon Quest? I have not. Other than, he keeps the frickin' Charlie Chaplin mustache. Dragon Quest Heroes, which I do not enjoy at all. I thought I would like it because I thought it would be like Senran Kagura and, you know, some dumb, beat up lots of stuff, flashy moves kind of thing. It was really not. Oh, you gotta play Fatal Frame 2 if you've only played Fatal Frame 5. Yeah, this level's really cool. I love the music. Turn it up. They sell the drama so well. I see your secrets. I love how it's one of the flesh levels, but it's got, you know, the darker Moja flesh. Yeah, Fatal Frame 2 is great. I never played the... I got the... I forget if I have it on PS3. I have Fatal Frame 3 on PS3. But I didn't get very far in it. I wasn't in a very horror mood when I got it. But, I don't even... I think ghosts are freaking stupid. I think they're terrible as a horror element. I think they're just ridiculous and stupid. But Fatal Frame makes them work. Fatal Frame is more or less the one game where ghosts have really worked out. There's a few games where, like, individual instances have worked out. But, like, if you told me there was a horror game based on ghosts, I would say that sounds freaking stupid. But it works so well. Oh. Didn't even know it was there. You let your sister play this? Oh. My sister never played too many games. She played frickin', she always preferred Sonic a bit more than I did. And it turns out she had, like, a cheat code. And I never knew there was a cheat code for that. I was mad at her for that. Like, there's a level select in Sonic 2, and I never knew that, and I would always, when I was a kid, if I got to, Hilltop Zone, I was doing really well. And I was just so sick of playing Emerald Hill Zone. Yeah, I think Banmocho is pretty well handled in terms of horror in the context of this game. It's not, like, super scary or anything, but it's obviously not meant to be that scary. It's not quite Kirby levels of horror, but I think it works pretty well. But I mean, it's kind of like the closest to Kirby levels that I've seen. I haven't really seen too much from a non-horror game that tries to do with the Kirby thing. What did they do to deserve this? Oh no! No, get your friend. Get your friend. Okay. Okay, it's gonna be bad. Okay. Ghosts and now how the blob got eaten. I was just saying how ghosts aren't scary. He's a Moja, so it's okay. He can be scary. Yeah, ghosts are just so stupid. I think they can be done well in rare circumstances, like the Pokemon ghosts, not like ghost Pokemon. I mean, ghost Pokemon are done well too, but what are we doing here? Oh, I see. We gotta stop it at the right place. Like in Sun Moon, there's this weird, not Sun Moon. It's in XY. No, the even better one is in. Well, Pokemon in general does ghosts really well. Like ghost Pokemon are also pretty cool. The Electric Tales of Pikachu, I think the comic book they had, the frickin' giant haunter. That was a screwed up frickin' comic. It was great. That was not meant for kids. You see, like, like there's this giant haunter, and it freaking eats people. And it has like a confirmed kill count. And eventually you see, they try to capture it with this big Pokeball. It literally kills itself. Like, it doesn't faint. It freaking explodes and dies. And you see its petrified corpse. And it has like this horrifying face. Let me see if I can find. I bet I can find that. Every frame of this guy is amazing. Imagine you being small Bab, and this is your happy fun Pokemon comic. Do I watch Samurai Jack? No, I haven't. They put Dark Cloud at 97? Dark Cloud 2 is a freaking classic. But whatever. I could never list 100, like, top 100 things in order. I would just be like, here's 100 good things. Enjoy them, my friends. Let me see if I can find... Yes, here's his freaking corpse. He freaking explodes. I'm sorry, this is so low res. He freaking explodes. And half his face is gone. You know, for kids. This is tiny Bab cartoon for babies. This isn't even the one. This isn't even the one that like has... I don't think it's the one that has the blood and stuff. But honestly, Black Fog the Haunter is scarier than anything with like blood and crap. Oh, and look at this freaking Gyarados! Look at this. Like, normal Gyarados, pretty cool as far as Pokemon are concerned, right? Look at this mother! He will kill your family. Your family is already dead. Look at that. Amazing. Oh, and here's an image of self-destruct being... This is Black Fog self-destructing. I'm sorry these images are so low res. But you can see his face disintegrating. I'm sorry, chat. But, yeah. Those cartoons were ridiculous. This was marketed specifically for, like, tiny kids. Electric Tales of Pikachu, I think it was called, right? Yeah, the manga, I think, is, like, infamous for gore and stuff. And, like, there's, like, an Ekans that gets cut in half or stuff. But, like, Electric Tale of Pikachu felt like it was for kids, and then suddenly, that. It wasn't even like an all a dream like Halloween episode or anything either. Alright, this is cool. You kind of like knock him over. I thought that was a cool detail. I love their chanting. Wait, Panzer Dragoon? Isn't that an on-rail shooter or something? What are the squishy red things? There are a lot of squishy red things. You're gonna have to be more specific. You missed the penguin that has like 6 uvulas. I'm not sure what was happening there. There we go. I mean, if I got eaten, I think I would press everything in hopes of being uneaten. Like, I think being uneaten trumps any fear of pressing weird uvula things. There's no FFV on the list? Let's see, this is why I don't deal with lists. I don't deal with top whatever lists. I would just get mad. I don't know. I don't know why people respect them or try to make them. It just... Well, they try to make them because clickbait, but... bleh. It's just like all of the bad parts of opinions and all of the bad parts of lists combined into one. You're braver than me on the uvula front. I'm well known for my lack of fear regarding uvulas. Alright, how do we get up on this thing? Blarp. Blarp. Off. If I hear if you look in the mirror and say Trump 3 times, you get impeached. I try not to comment politics, but some amazing stuff is happening today. It's pretty great. Pretty Zero Dawn. Horizon Zero Dawn, I mean... it's close. It's close to an RPG. It has... I would say it's on the RPG elements scale of things. It's not... RPG would not be on the list of things that I'd use to describe it, but RPG elements probably would be. Though it does... I really like how it does levels, though. In Horizon Zero Dawn, if you level up, it mostly just gives you skill points. You get 10 more HP every level, and you get a total of like 700 at level max. So the cool thing about Horizon Zero Dawn is that enemies pretty much stay dangerous. An enemy that can deal 200 damage at the very beginning is like an almost instant kill, and it's still like a third of your HP at the very end. So combat keeps pretty tense. The only bad thing, in my opinion, wait, was there no reason to climb back up? I feel like a freaking idiot. Oh well, I won't waste any more good time. But yeah, I really liked how combat just felt tenser that way because things could hurt you. Nothing, even the freaking Watchers, the like tiny babby enemies, which, you know, they're just little recon drones. Why can't I do this? If they kicked you on the face, it would still hurt at the final level. It would hurt less than it used to, but it was still not a pleasant experience. You couldn't just ignore everything because you're high level, and I enjoyed that. And of course, there's a difference, like... That's not necessarily how you want every RPG to be, but for an open world kind of thing, it felt nice. Because if you traveled back to like the first area, you wouldn't suddenly be like, look at his eyes. He knows. He knows this won't be pleasant. Sorry. Oh, this is like special super evil Moja. He's not actually that much harder to beat than any of the other large Mojas. Let's just say not very. It's kind of funny how not difficult these guys are. I was done with Gilgamesh, the best use of the job system. Yeah, Final Fantasy V is super underrated. I promised I wasn't going to get it into top 100 arguments. But Final Fantasy V is really underrated. And I think Final Fantasy IV is underrated. Final Fantasy VI, I mean, gets a lot of love, and I think it's fairly deserving. I do think Final Fantasy VI and 7 maybe get a little bit too much, but only because there's other games that are really great that get a little bit too little. But job system in 5 is great. It handles party member death very gracefully, which is something that frickin' Final Fantasy VII doesn't do. Stole my frickin' items. Stupid Ares. I also like how Ares has this super ability that you can use for like 5 minutes before she's dead. Spoilers. I think it's impossible to play Final Fantasy VII at this point without knowing that Ares dies. I don't think that's possible. Castlevania. I mean, I guess I can see why someone would call Castlevania Symphony of the Night an RPG. I still would object. We won! We win forever. We just live inside of the green tank. Just in the off. I guess he's like the apex predator of the Moja Moja, and they like live in him as like an ecosystem, maybe. Hitler Pickle equals Bon Mojo. I love that he's just, you can tell, even from the very first time you see Bon Mojo in the thing, he's like, what's going on here? That's not happy fun things. Ferris is one of the best characters in gaming. Ferris is the pirate, right? Final Fantasy V. Oh, I don't do stuff like that. I don't have time for the Final Fantasy 4 or 5 job fiesta. It sounds cool though. But I hope everybody who participates has fun. So yeah, that was LocoRoco. We'll be playing a few more levels here in a bit. Everything was happy forever. Curse of the Pirate. Yeah, she's pretty cool. But I like how Xdeath being a tree, it was both completely stupid and actually really cool. The splinter thing is still freaking ridiculous, though. That was dumb. Hey Red, you didn't miss it entirely because I'm gonna go back and play some other levels. Big Getty Star. What? I know what that is. Getty Star. Wait, that's the Dragon Ball thing, right? Valkyrie Chronicles. I've still never played that. I think it's a tactical RPG, right? Anytime tactical RPG comes across my desks, I just remember that I have Final Fantasy, or not Final Fantasy, this Gaia 5, and I haven't played it yet. And if I get that SRPG itch, this Gaia is kind of first in line there. Oh yeah, LocoRoco 2 has a lot of really nice touches that make it... It's just a really good sequel. And again, this is one of very few games with like vocals that I do not despise. And it's all because I think they're made up words. Like if these were like English words, I think this would be horrible. Bad thing about summer, bugs are back alive. But like Patapon has some really good stuff, like vocal-wise. I hear Nier Automata does that too. I haven't played that though. What else does that? I know there's some other games that do that kind of thing. There's a difference in each of the LocoRoco. Oh yeah, the voices are totally different. Funko stop, but I mean, why would Funko ever continue or start in the first place? I don't get it. Funko is so bad. I wish more Western companies would go with Nendoroid. Like, there's the frickin' Nathan Drake Nendoroid. It looks great. And people say Nendoroid is expensive. It's like 40, 50 bucks. That's like not that expensive for like having something that does not look like it's gonna murder your family while you sleep. Like, I'm gonna pay, it's not even, it's like a bit over double what a Funko is, right? Like, compare 2 Funko Pops versus 1 Nendoroid. 2 horrible nightmares versus 1 extremely high quality toy, you know? And you can pose Nendoroids too. They're just really well made. There was a roach that ran across my hand. Oh no. Oh man, I shouldn't tell you this, but when one of the places my parents renovate like old houses, like we have a really nice sort of Victorian era neighborhood, and we kind of like they kind of bought up some, you know, abandoned or whatever houses, reproed or whatever is that called? You know, bankruptcies and stuff. There was one house where the cockroaches and mice were not afraid of people. Yeah, that's always, oh man. Depressing houses at the start, but they're really nice places now. We've got them all fixed up. The credits are almost over. The special thanks are always your cue that the credits are over. I'm not sure where this is listed You always got to start with the director, and you always got to end with special credits. I'm not sure what the other etiquette is. Whether like the Midnight Carnival. I've never beaten Midnight Carnival, so I wouldn't know. Rest in peace, Bon Mocho. But yeah, I'm gonna play a few more levels. Actually, I'm probably gonna have to load my prior save so I know where to freaking start. But yeah, we missed a few levels that I'd played off screen. Dominango abuse. There'll probably be Dominango abuse. I'm not entirely sure. I actually never paid attention to Borderlands 2 credits because we always played that. I always played that co-op, so I never. We always just skip the credits after the little cutscene. Grandia. That's a series I've heard of, but I never played myself. One day, when I have much more time, I will check out some of the cool stuff that I have missed, but... Wait. I think I saved over the thing I was gonna load. Damn it. I'm having some major saving malfunctions here. Ah, crap. Well, it was before the red guy. I think I can estimate roughly. Actually, wait, I have video evidence. Let me just find my old video. By old, I mean last week. No. Open the thing, YouTube. YouTube! Come on, YouTube. Okay. LocoRoco Remastered 1, I think. Invasive species suck. They deserve extinction. Alright, we ended at Chapo War. As Your Dreams. I don't even know that one, honestly. Chapo War. Was it here? No, it couldn't have been. Must have been the first Chapo War. Wait, we got eaten by the snack, didn't we? I'm confused. It was here, I think. Yeah, it was here that we left off. Let me change my LocoRoco. Let's be weird guy. Of course they ranked red and blue higher than gold and silver. Of course they were wrong. I don't get how anyone can seriously be of that opinion. Like, if they're Gen 1ers, sure. But, like, if you even genuinely consider red and blue, or gold and silver to exist, like, you gotta admit they're better than gold and silver. Or not. They're better than themselves. That's how good they are. They're so good that they beat themselves. Yeah, gold and silver are just so much better than red and blue. And they still have a lot of nostalgia factors, so I don't get why they're so passed over for, like, lists and crap. But yeah, top whatever lists just suck, and it's why I don't do them, and why I tried to just ignore them. Which I should probably just do. It's always gonna be Garbo. Oh, frick. No! Ah! So yeah, this is, if you missed our first stream, this is the Mr. Clean, or not Mr. Clean, Mr. Sparkle, LocoRoco. This is the one that, like, you know, he sings, he's the Japanese businessman that sings about the detergent that gets your dishes really clean. Like, so clean that frickin' Godzilla pops in halfway into the commercial and it's like, dang, those are some clean dishes. And the guy's like, yeah, he winks at the camera. And that's how you know it's good. In what context did Red and Blue set the standard for Pokemon? They are mechanically awful. Like, the battle system is completely broken, the balance is completely broken, types are completely broken, everything. It's even the buggiest one, but I mean, it's to be expected in a way. And I mean, if you're gonna play that game, at least play Pokemon Yellow, right? You can say Pokemon Yellow is the best Pokemon game. I would still disagree with you, but I would respect your opinion. Your incorrect opinion. But to say Red and Blue, that's just weird. Because, like, hold on. Let me show you what you're saying is the best. When you say Gen 1 is the best Pokemon game. You're saying that the best Pokemon is this. It's this. This is your favorite Pokemon, everyone. Every Gen 1er likes that. Yes. I like how someone did a high-res one. Hold on. Transform. There you go. There you go. Can you feel the terror in stereo? Feel the pain. Show Mew. Which Mew? I think the Mew's Gen 1. Somewhat little known fact, Gen 1 sprites were actually different in the Japanese versions, and they were usually worse, but this is Gen 1 Mew, by the way. It looks like a fetus, and I mean, that's probably kind of partly the point, but I think is this the Japanese one? The Japanese one doesn't look too bad, which is weird. Some of the Japanese ones actually look better. They usually don't. The two Gen 1 sprites that I fully respect are Mewtwo and Muck. I think it's the coolest, most imposing Mewtwo. And Muck just looks really good. Let me find Mewtwo. I just really like the hunched over look for Mewtwo. He never really does this anymore. But he just looks like he's about to murder someone, which he is, so. Like, you just feel the animosity in this sprite. When he's standing upright, it's just like, Like, let's find the other one. Let's find the boring sprite. What's weird, this is the, I think this is Red Blues, right? Yeah, it is. Because I remember seeing this one. Where's the Japanese one? I think the Japanese one actually looked more on model, but less cool. I can't find it. Red, green, Mewtwo. There's a website, I can't find it now, but there's a website that has all of the Gen 1 sprites, including red, green, and red, blue. I recommend checking it out. There's some really amazing things. Oh, just one more. Not execute. I never remember how to spell executor. Imagine being a tiny bab, and you're playing Pokemon, like, under your bed covers at night, and you find this. Look at it. Look at this. It wants your soul. Hey kids, I want your soul! Woo. Look at his freaking... Look at his eyes. His eyebrows. He wants to kill your family. The Japanese one wasn't much better. I like the one on the left here. He's just having a good time. Hey, what's enough of Gen 1 sprites? I could post Gen 1 sprites for an entire stream and laugh at them. There's a lot of amazing stuff. I've done multiple, like, 10+ tweet storms talking about Gen 1 sprites. You can probably find them if you look really hard. Just search @SirTapTap and Gen 1 on Twitter, you might find it. But yeah, there's some amazing, there's some artistry hidden in there. Oh no. Oh, this is bad. Okay, never mind. Everything went better than expected. I've pretty much completely given up on any hopes of getting all of the pickeries, but Gen 1 Geodude doesn't make sense. I never thought Golem made any sense either. Like, I don't get the connection from Graveler. Geodude to Graveler makes total sense. Golem? Golem just looks like a third Pokemon that they're like, nah, we're not gonna have this be a single stage. We're gonna make it. Sorry, he's saying Toge so much. I don't know. I didn't like it. Pokemon Green Farfetch'd? Was that bad? Oh man! Someone has high-res art of Exeggutor and Golbat, the best Gen 1 sprites. I love the... You can even... I love the shadowing on the face. Even in the sprite, the original sprite, you can feel that. It looks like a freaking... Actually, you know what it looks like? Hold on. No, give me the one I want. This. So, I wish I could drag and drop these directly. Oh no. I don't do the thing. How dare you do the thing? Give me a sec here. Oh, that's a little too big. I've shown this image like 3 times. Oh no, what have I done? Fit to screen. It looks like one of these guys. Doesn't it? Bane. They're so good. But yeah, Gen 1 was so freaking off. Oh, and somebody did an amazing thing. All Pokemon up to Gen 5 in Gen 1 style. And it's really accurate too. I mean, some of them are a little crappier. Like, I would say on average, the results are a little bit more crappy than you would expect. But some of them are pretty amazing. Just Google all Pokemon Gen 1 style, I guess. Let me see if there's any particularly good ones. Oh my god, Whirlipede. You have to see Whirlipede. Hold on. Alright, where's Whirlipede? Whirlipede is in a world of pain. Look at this Whirlipede. It's amazing. But yeah, I think making fun of Gen 1 Pokemon could be its whole own stream. But yeah, I'm gonna get back to video games, I promise. I need this picture. Yeah, just Google. It's on Reddit. Like Reddit, just Google Reddit all Pokemon in Gen 1 style. I don't know if anybody's updated that for Sun Moon. And, is that Gen 6 or 7? Yeah, it's Gen 7. I don't know if anybody's done it for Gen 7 and, whatever. Oh, I'm going backwards. Your favorite gen is Gen 4? That's a really rare one. Not to say that you're wrong, but, that is not commonly heard. I had a lot of fun in Gen 4. That was when I got back into Pokemon after... I mean, I was still into Pokemon all of the ones before it. But, like, I felt super back into Pokemon for a while. And then I played both I played Pearl... Or no, I played Diamond. And... Heart Gold. And I completely burned myself out. And then I just skipped Gen 5 entirely. I actually only played Gen 5 so that I could import my Pokemon to Pokemon Transporter. I'm still a little bit salty about that. Yeah, they look... Like, some of them, like, there's a little bit of, you know, deliberate badness that I'm not sure was, like, you know... I'm sure they weren't trying to do an awful job in Gen 1, but they did. But, the reason I think Yellow is the one valid Gen 1 game to say, oh, maybe that's the best, is because it has the improved sprites. It has the anime style sprites. Which is like, you know, the key art style sprites. It's not, you know, the actual Ken Sugimori stuff. I'm not sure which gen is most maligned. It's either 3, 4, or 6 for sure. I'm not entirely sure which one. I don't really hate any of them, to be honest. I think to say any gen was like terrible is being kind of ridiculous. Like the worst gen to me, I don't even know what it would be. Probably 4. It's just some flawed execution. It's not anything I'm like, oh, you did the worst thing ever. Did I do this on stream before? I feel like I've done this on stream before, but maybe it's just because I played it myself recently. Oh no. Oh. I point of no return to myself. So that's a major problem in this game. Amazing. This must be the red-green one, right? Far-fetched. Gazed at his majesty. You know who could genuinely pass as a Gen 1 Pokemon? I mean, you gotta lower the resolution a little bit. But I mean, am I wrong? Let me find. No, Gen 1. What is this garbage? No, give me a Gen 1 sprite, you garbage. There you go. Which one is the Pokemon, guys? I don't know. They're both of equal quality. I'm not sure which Dragonite is worse. I hate Dragonite, by the way. I don't know which one is worse. I freaking hate Dragonite for turning, like, beautiful, svelte, like, unique-looking water dragon to freaking yellow Barney. It's just literally yellow Barney. I hate it. And it's not even a good dragon, like, gameplay-wise, either. It's got the 4 times weakness to ice. I don't recall any particularly interesting skills. It's just... ugh. Yeah, that's from Homestar. I wish I could, like, just play Homestar and, like, stream it. And just watch it with all of my peoples. But, what was I saying? I think watching Homestar Runner is necessary to get some of my humor. It's about as necessary as watching, like, Monty Python. It's good stuff. Oh wait, I found him. Here's Incineroar, at least, in Gen 1 style. Pretty good. Oh, oops. That's the game. Amazing. Look at his majesty. Oh yeah, the Strong Bad game was actually good, by the way. It's like a point and click. It's not like hard or anything. It's got pretty much all of the humor of the cartoon itself. Did I? Yeah. I think these are levels that we missed. Fallout 3. I'm trying not to get mad at this terrible list, but Mass Effect 3 above Mass Effect 1 and Fallout 3 above New Vegas are very wrong. And I say that having gotten some really bad bugs in New Vegas. Like... Ugh. Especially considering how Obsidian got completely screwed by Bethesda for that. I've never really forgiven them for that. Bethesda, they publish some games that I really like, but as a company, I really do not like them. I still haven't bought Dishonored 2. I was pissed over their stupid review thing. And I never ended up actually getting Dishonored 2. I will eventually. I still love Dishonored. And I try not to, you know, punish the dev because of the publisher too much, but it's not like I needed Dishonored 2. I had plenty of other games to play. Pekateshi? I don't understand your jokes, but I appreciate them. Or something. Final Fantasy 4 instead of Final Fantasy 5. Ugh. I was saying before, but I think Final Fantasy 4 is one of the most overrated. Well, no, I think it's the most overrated Final Fantasy. I think 7 at least has some good qualities. Some good reasons to be considered the best, even if I disagree personally. I have a lot of love in my heart for Final Fantasy 8, despite its flaws, but I think 9 is the best. It's like... It can't be your first, I guess, because it references the others so much, but at the same time, I feel like it's just kind of the perfect culmination of all of that classic Final Fantasy. It does classic Final Fantasy the best, despite being relatively modern Final Fantasy. Yeah, my favorite Final Fantasies are pretty much 6 through 10. 10 obviously has major flaws, but one of the best things about frickin' Final Fantasy is that they experiment so much every time. And that's why sometimes things aren't as good as in a prior game. Like, that's why Final Fantasy VIII has some weird stuff going on, because they made it interesting. And I can't blame them too much for that. And frickin' Final Fantasy VIII deserved remaster more than 7, I gotta say. Especially consider that it's just making it a lame action game. Like, I don't... like, that's just trying to sell the Final Fantasy VII license. It's like newbies that don't understand RPGs. I'm sorry to be an old man, but making Final Fantasy VII not a turn-based RPG is like... Make a different game! Like, make a Crisis Core remaster, you know? You have other games. You don't need to get the references. I guess they work in reverse, but I don't know. I think you should have at least some general competence of Final Fantasy. I don't think you necessarily need to play all of the games. But some awareness of the earlier Final Fantasy games would definitely help. Like, I would at least play Final Fantasy, like, 6. Even though, I guess, the NES and Final Fantasy 4 are more the kind of thing it's going for. You say that choices don't affect gameplay, but I managed to lock myself out of every major ending route, and I had to use the kill switch. I've never had to do that in a Bethesda game except for Morrowind when I deliberately killed everybody. That was a fun playthrough. Screw Vivek, by the way. Frickin' asshole. It's kind of a neat thing, though. The Elder Scrolls games and the Bethesda Fallout games always have like a kill switch where if you completely screw up the main quest, there's still a way to do things. And it's not particularly pleasant. Like in Morrowind, you lose like 100 HP permanently. And I think it's actually a bug that you lose it permanently too. But it's kind of neat that you do. And I think you might actually be able to make it impossible by killing the Dwemer. I'm not sure. Wait, no, maybe killing the Dwemer is where you have to take a 100 HP penalty. I always figured those are just smaller Ninyokis. I guess children are smaller things, but... Oh, cool, Smeekrit. 10 was your first Final Fantasy? Huh. I got 9 thinking it was 7. Roman numerals confused me as well. I've heard your first Final Fantasy is the best Final Fantasy, and I think that very largely applies, because like I think that's a big part of why Final Fantasy V misses a lot of lists, because a lot of people played their first Final Fantasy on NES or SNES or PlayStation, and most of them missed Final Fantasy V because it was only in that weird compilation in the US. It was on PlayStation 1 though, but not on... We didn't get the SNES version. I mean, it's the same freaking game. It just has loading times. Oh, they're called Ninyoki Calves? Weird. The first were the 1 and 2 in Dawn of Souls compilation. Ugh. I could never really enjoy the NES ones, even the remakes. It just feels like worse Final Fantasy IV. Or Final Fantasy V, I guess. With the crystals. Wait, did 4 or 5 do the crystals thing? It honestly kind of melds a little bit together. Yeah, 10, I think you can see the flaws in 10 to understand why it's not the best. Though its combat system is fantastic. 10, despite all its flaws, 10 is an extremely good game. That's something I like about Final Fantasy. They can be really flawed and still be really damn good. That's why I still love 8 and 10. And even 10 too, arguably has the best ATB style battle. Even if the story freaking sucks. You know, even when I played it, it was pretty obvious how freaking, like, almost sacrilegious its ridiculous change in tone was. But I finished Final Fantasy X HD, and I watched the weird little connecting skit they added. And then I immediately load up Final Fantasy X-2 after I beat Final Fantasy X. The emotional shift is incredibly inappropriate. Like, you go from sad, like, my boyfriend is killed and also died 1,000 years ago and was a dream all along, to, hey guys, we're gonna go to a dance party and sing pop songs and be super secret spies. Yeah, we're gonna be freaking totally spies or Charlie's Angels or both. Who cares? Yeah. I was like, what? Whoa. What happened here now? It's like, it's so inappropriate and ridiculous. I still like Pain though. Pain is very good for balancing out the complete ridiculousness of Yuna and Riku. Like, Riku makes sense. Oh. I think I missed it. I think I was supposed to not hit that water. Riku at least makes sense as cheery, happy, ridiculous person. But like Yuna's personality does not make any goddamn sense in that game. Nothing Yuna does makes any sense in that game. Nothing anyone does makes sense in that game. It's... ugh. Play Final Fantasy X too. If you like active time battle, just skip all of the cutscenes. Oh, speaking of, do you know what's even worse about Final Fantasy X too? It has this completion system that is impossible to get 100% in a single playthrough. And it also penalizes you. If you skip a cutscene, it doesn't count as having completed that part of the game. So if you skip cutscenes, you cannot 100% the game. And you have to do this, like, you have to answer freaking questions, and it's probably the absolute worst implementation of a non-linear game I've ever seen. It is bafflingly stupid. It is, like, wow. Because the way it works is that it's non-linear, but you have no idea where go, like... Okay, so it's a non-linear thing. You can choose which areas to go to, but one of those areas will precede the main story. And you don't know what side crap you need to actually do before proceeding if you want to get 100%. So, like, it's basically a narrative minefield where you want to try to not proceed the narrative until it's too late. And it's just... It's like, God dang it, the game. It's ridiculous. It's like every bit of anxiety that I don't like in video games made into its own game. Wait, I think that was a secret. And it does so many things bad too. Like I said, his combat system was great, right? So obviously the post-game stuff will be fun because you can use that cool battle system. Well, no, it's kind of like Final Fantasy X, which has, frankly, one of the worst post-games. It's just either summon Yojimbo or spend 18 hours casting freaking quick hit. It's awful. But then Final Fantasy X-2 ups the ante, and I think Final Fantasy X is where they started making super bosses way too ridiculous. And they take literally hours to fight. And not like hours because you died a lot. A good fight takes hours. I think there's that Yasmat or something in Final Fantasy XII that takes like 4 hours. Ugh. They went ridiculous. 7 through 9 had good super bosses. In fact, I even think 7 was a bit too ridiculous. I never liked the Ruby and Emerald weapon fights. Like, they had good ideas, but I think they were a bit too ridiculous. With Omega Weapon, if you predicted it exactly, it was really possible. I never beat Ozma, though. Yeah, I wish Kingdom Hearts had more Final Fantasy stuff, like... I'm probably one of fairly few people that thinks this, but I like Kingdom Hearts. I do not care about Disney. As a company, I actively, strongly dislike Disney, and I don't really feel particularly much nostalgia for their stuff. Like, I watched Lion King and Aladdin as a kid, yes, but I can't really get too into that, so I like the Square stuff. I like the Square stuff, and I like the ridiculous narrative stuff. And I feel like the exact opposite of most people that like Kingdom Hearts. I just want to see Auron, like, kick Hades' ass. That's what I want in Kingdom Hearts. I was so upset you couldn't keep Auron with you. Like, I get to get frickin' Donald Duck, but not frickin' Auron. Lame. The 90s Disney, I think, is a lot more memorable. I don't know. I haven't watched any new movies since. I think Scott Pilgrim vs. the World is still the last movie I actually saw in a theater. I haven't really seen too many movies not in a theater either. Yeah, with Kingdom Hearts, I like the gummy ships. I like the combat. I like the Final Fantasy peeps. The Heartless thing is alright and cool. The Disney stuff usually doesn't do too much for me. I did like the Hercules world though, not just because of Auron either. I genuinely enjoyed that one. It felt too short though. I think it was short. Disney, or not Disney, Mickey always brings me right out of it, though. When I see freaking King Mickey, like, everyone's like, oh, I'm King Mickey, oh, we have to present the heartless genocide, oh, I'm a ruthless ruler, oh. It's like, I can't take that guy seriously. No, it just kills it for me. I see Mickey on screen and I just die inside. Oh yeah, Final Fantasy IX has a ridiculous weapon that I think, like, they were in a weird space in the late PS2, early PS2, late PS1 things, where they're like, yeah, let's make a weapon that's impossible to get. You know what people like? Not completing video games 100%. That's what everyone enjoys, right? So we're gonna make a sword. You have to beat this like 90-hour game in 12 hours. That thing, you know what's amazing about the Excalibur 2 and Final Fantasy IX? It is literally impossible to get in the European on the PAL release without skipping cutscenes. So if you play the PlayStation 3 version, or play it in if you play the PC version, I think the PC version's not PAL. But like the timing difference, the 60 hertz versus 50 hertz timing difference is enough to make that impossible to get because it's real time and not frame time. It's completely ridiculous. To be fair, a lot of the game was cringe. I guess there is a lot of cringe in Kingdom Hearts, but still, Mickey just, it's too much. Goofy with the weapon gives me life. I love them just chilling in the bottle and screaming at each other. Gorsh. Was the happy toaster or whatever that frickin' was, the brave little toaster, was that a Disney thing? They should have a frickin' Kingdom Hearts world that's like that. And there's a section that's like completely frickin' traumatizing. That was a very traumatizing film in general. Brave little toaster, yeah, that's right. Kills you with a single yuck. Yeah, I just remember never wanting freaking Donald Duck in my party. You don't think it's Disney? I don't remember these things. I kind of like things like that like, they managed to be super freaking creepy and weird and not in like its entirely child inappropriate way. Kind of like Kirby. I always really liked how Kirby has like happy fun things, and then when you 100% the game, it's like Planet Robobot is like a freaking Greek tragedy. Like, holy freaking crap. It's really good writing. If you haven't beaten, if you have Robobot and you haven't beaten the extra mode, play the frickin' extra mode. You will not regret it. Oh, Domingo abuse is coming. You will not regret it. And also, you have to read all of the boss descriptions. Every single one. It's very worth it. Very depressing subplot going on. And very good callbacks to the other games, too. Oh yeah, I don't like Sora. I liked Roxas, and then I got Kingdom Hearts 2 was the first game I played. It's like, all right, we're gonna play as Roxas. We're gonna do stuff. It's like, oh, no, you play as weird guy with Mickey shoes. It's like, oh, Okay.jpg. I don't remember how you're supposed to freaking get those pickeries. I think it's supposed to be... Yeah, I think the shoes are supposed to be a Mickey thing. Just more reason to not like the frickin' Disney aspect of Kingdom Hearts. They're also why we never got digital versions, which was fairly common last gen, but still. Also, one more Gen 1. I think this has too many colors. Nah, I guess that's fine, but... Like, what happened here? His back is a tumor. His face is actually pretty good, but like none of the rest of this is right. Like, he looks like a Geodude with like a Dragonite's face taped on the top. That's what he looks like. Sorry, I had that Google search open. I don't even remember Vivi and Kingdom Hearts 2. Did we play these? I played them myself, so I don't remember. I'm just gonna finish the end of this world. Oh, you gotta have the zippers. Though Kingdom Hearts can't really match up to, let me find this. What was it? I mean, Kingdom Hearts... I mean, sure, there's some fancy stuff, but can it really match up to the glory and majesty of this? Can it? I mean, let's deconstruct this. Oh, on second thought, let's not, because he'll be here all day. He has a pizza sword. Like what? He's got pizza. He's got a pizza cutter for a sword, and he's got pizzas in his stack thing. Like, those are pizzas. You can see the pizzas in his sack. He's a pizza knight. You can't tell me that he's not a pizza knight. That's his class. Amazing. Just look at his like freaking space saucers on his shoes, and he's got high heels too. He looks like he has cloven hooves. He looks like he has horse hooves. Look at his feet. Nothing about this is okay. Nothing. Okay, let's get that off screen. I like how nobody reacted to that. Well, I guess with chat lag. What game is this guy from? That's from Final Fantasy Tactics A2, I think. Which is, for some reason, the sequel to Final Fantasy Tactics Advance. They just had to make the name a little weird. I just love the bebop. Did we stream this level? I feel like I'm not streaming the right levels. Wait, he's in the PSP remake of Tactics? Is he? Wait, is he like a guest character? Because he's not from Tactics 1. Tactics 1 had like character design. You know? We streamed this level? We did? What levels did I miss? Did I miss World 2 and not World 3? I have no idea what I missed. Did I miss anything? Let me see if we did this level. Oh, he's a cameo. I think they did a bunch of cameos in Tactics 2, didn't they? Or Tactics, the Lion one. Because I think they have Cloud and stuff. I really enjoyed Tactics, but I had to cheat to beat like the first areas because like I didn't want to lose dudes, and I kept losing people in the first fight before you have Phoenix Downs. So I cheated, and then wait, no, we definitely streamed this. We didn't play the level where we got the red guy. So I'm trying to find that. Is this? Wait, no, we just played that. Was it? I'm all confused. Did we miss any levels? Am I confused and we did not skip levels? Let me see where I started in the second video. That makes more sense, right? I can't believe I freaking overwrote my save file. That's happened twice now while trying to play this stupid thing. You made Farfetch'd transparent now. Oh no. Here, while I'm trying to find out where I was, you can enjoy this high quality content. There, he's part of the game now. Let me see what level I started at here. Come on, past halftime. Okay, it was the end of World 3. Wait, but I did that one. I'm confused. Tell me if we did this level. Did I play the whole game and just not realize? I don't understand. Oh, sorry. I forgot Farfetch'd was on stream. Goodbye, Farfetch'd. He's served his purpose. I feel like we did this too. I think we've seen the game. I don't understand. Maybe we missed way less levels than I thought we did. I'm probably not gonna stream too much longer anyway. Also, I don't think I'm gonna stream tomorrow. I'm gonna catch up on some other stuff tomorrow. So, no chill stream this week. Which means I'll probably do birthdays the beginning this Saturday. Since I'm sure people will want some progress on that whole thing. Does this leek ever go rotten? I assume they find fresh leeks. Who knows? As a kid, I never got the, like, duck and leek joke. I always thought Farfetch'd was kind of neat, but, like, super weak, so I never actually used him, but, like, beating people with a freaking leek is pretty cool, right? Like, you gotta be pretty strong to beat somebody up with a leek. Oops. Ow. Life is pain for a LocoRoco. They have come to accept this. They are molded in the pain. Yeah, I don't know. I can't tell what we missed. I don't think we missed nearly as much as I thought we did, so it's not really a big deal. We played at least one. I think we played at least 2 of every level type of them. I like how his split-up voice sounds absolutely nothing like his singing voice. Like, how is this person singing the, like, high-pitched one? Like, he loses puberty when he becomes large. I love physics. Physics are very good. This game really would not be as fun if, like, imagine if the gameplay were exactly the same, but there was no gushiness. It would be not even half as cool. The gushiness really makes it work. Alright, you're supposed to, that's like an escape route. Can't go back that way. See, compare this voice. Compare the voice you're about to hear. Compare that voice to this voice. That's not the same person, there's no way. That's like all of the octaves. I don't know how many octaves there are, but that's all of them. It's all octaves different. I don't know how to musics. Oops. Oh, friends, come back. Join my flesh. We're like necromorphs, we have to achieve the convergence. Make us whole. Make us whole, Toge. Make us whole. And now I want a LocoRoco horror game. They could do it with the frickin' Buoy Buoy. And frickin' Bon Mocha, or whatever his name is. Also, I feel a bit better now that we've confirmed that you do not, in fact, eat the flies. You just eat the little fruits. The flies are fine. It was a bit weird when it seemed like you were eating the flies. Uh-oh. There we go. Ow. Life is pain. Oh no. Oh no! Rest in peace. We have not been made whole. Game theory. Is LocoRoco Dead Space? Oh, moi moi. Speaking of game theories, I finished Dark Dreams Don't Die Season 1. I did not realize it ended on like such a major cliffhanger. I really enjoyed what there was of it, but it's really hard to recommend because we will not ever get an ending to it, and it does not end at a proper place. I actually thought my game was bugged and I like lost progress because I finished the last chapter and it brought me back to the first one, like the prologue, and I was like, no, bring me to the next chapter. I got to see that, bro. And no, it brought me back because that was the end. This is actually Grumpy Ninyoki's, but they just send us flying. Like, confirmed? You mean about it's confirmed discontinued? Yeah, I mean, Swery's not at that company anymore. He made his own company. So, he doesn't have the license anymore, and they can't really do it without him. So, it's pretty much as dead as can be. It sounds like he's happier separate, but yeah, it doesn't sound like we're going to be getting a sequel to that. I think he's still going to be making games, which is cool, but yeah, it's gone. I'm just going to delete this other freaking save because it keeps confusing me. Gen 1 Grimer is great. He's like, he just wants to party. He wants to raise the roof. So we'll end the stream with just a little bit more of Gen 1. I honestly think I could do a an hour stream where I'm just critiquing every single Gen 1 sprite. And by critiquing, I mean mocking. Wait, I didn't. He just wants to raise the roof. Look at this. Raise the roof! Raise the roof! Hold on. Get maybe a little bit smaller. Hold on. Oops. Hold on. Let me get a transparent one. Hold on. Hold on. Let me get one more Dwayne in here. There we go. Put your hands up, dirtbag. Alright. We need some music for this, though. Hold on. Wait, did I unlock the LocoRoco level creator? I think I must have. I beat the game, right? Yeah. So you can make your own stage with those LocoRoco house parts. But I just want to get some music. What's some fitting music for this? How do I change the music? What? Aw, you can't freeze. You can't sample the music. Oh, I know whose theme we need. Oh no! I don't have the green dude's theme. Oh man. Wait, is this the green guy's theme? Oh, it's not. Oh, I don't have any Dwayne-worthy music. Yeah, none of these are really Dwayne-worthy. What's this one? Ugh. Extremely not Dwayne-worthy. Alright, never mind. Wait.